everyone, I am Jetske.
And this is Paul again.
And this is Our Life in Two Countries, the podcast.
Yes.
And in this episode we're gonna discuss the expectations of Paul about the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, this is your second time now in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But we are going to talk about your very first time coming to the Netherlands. What did you expect from the Netherlands, maybe even before coming?
Yes, well, first of all, I had a different picture, of course, of how the Netherlands is and how it could be. Like, you have imaginations. So I had different imaginations according to what I saw my first time in the Netherlands. But I would say I got a lot of surprises, especially the first day when I arrived in the Netherlands. The weather, the climate, it was totally too different. That I was coming from the very, very hot country, not like really hot, but still hot country throughout the year. And then my first time to see a day that it gets dark at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. We say 4 p.m. It's I think afternoon or evening in Uganda, but it's still light, and it was really dark.
Because maybe to say that it was winter that you came to the Netherlands the first time.
Yeah, it was winter.
Yes.
It was December the first time.
Yeah, that's winter in the Netherlands, and then indeed the sun sets early.
It was really crazy. And it was also a good thing that I spent one day in Netherlands, and then I had to fly to Switzerland the next day. It was more colder than then, and I had an experience of snow. So it was really, really very awesome. But get back to my expectations. I see a lot of things I thought it would be. Maybe it's familiar, like home, and it's totally not. Like where I come from, it's very easy to talk to people, communicate, You can talk to everyone, you can talk to a stranger, even if you know that person or not. You can have a conversation with him. And it's very hard here to have a conversation with a stranger, like people you don't know. Everyone minds his or her business.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
Don't talk to people that they don't know, and it's at first it wasn't so that I thought it could be same, because you can have a conversation in a public transport in Uganda. You cannot have a conversation in a public transport in Netherlands.
It happens, but it's rarely. But because also a lot of people use their earpods to listen to the music, they are all in their own world.
Yeah, that's why I said everyone minds his business. And I also think I thought, this is a bit hard, but it's true. I thought I would find like people from my race, like black people, so calming, that when they say you, oh hey, what's up, something like you see someone from your race, and I just realized that they are more hard than even the people who are what?
White.
Well, I don't know why, but it's for the first time I came, like every time when you see someone same as your same color, like African people, black people, it seems like they mind much more their business than the people who are here, and it surprises me. I've seen that so many times, I guess, in the train, and so
now you say I didn't notice at all that indeed maybe more black people mind their own business?
Some of them, they even look down, like they're not looking at you at all. But it's kind of weird, you know. It's really kind of weird. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of things, like the culture, the culture differences are totally. There is a big difference in the culture exchange. Or I'll say culture behaviors, you know.
Can you name an example
of
a culture
well,
exchange?
I would name them when we're talking about the culture exchange topic. Because I have a lot of culture exchange behaviors that maybe when we are talking about the exchange of culture, that I would love to talk about. So they should just stay on they should keep on following our
It's okay.
YouTube, so it's going to be
how do you
update.
say that? Yeah, well, I wanted the cliffhanger. That's what I wanted to say.
So
That's
it's
good.
going to be very well. And by the way, I also expected to see a lot of snow in
the
Netherlands, which it totally didn't happen.
No. We had a rainy climate.
Yeah. Even the last time I was here, the first time, I didn't see snow.
If it's the crazy thing is, most of the time it happens around January or February. This time it happened already around January when you weren't there yet, but it was not that much snow. Like what you saw in Switzerland was of course massive snow, but we don't have that climate. We have really a wet climate. So our winters, our spring, our autumns, and even our summers can be very rainy. And yes, we have also sunny days or warm days or snowy days, but they are rarely. I mean, we had once a really hot summer for like 6 weeks, full sun and like no any rain. That was really a weird thing in the Netherlands. Like normally it's like sun, next day rain, or you have like 5 sunny days and then the next day it's indeed rainy again. So yeah, the weather can be like very changing all the time.
And I think also this is funny. I think, well, I didn't know this, or I didn't expect it, but I saw it after coming to Netherlands, that a lot of people here have more dogs than the kids. I see a lot of dogs than kids. It's like almost everyone has a dog and so on.
Yeah, I think indeed a lot of people do have a dog or even more dogs.
Is it culture or it's hobby? Or it's
I don't
how
know
is it taken? And
I don't know if it's really cultural to have a dog, but in the Netherlands we don't have street dogs like in Uganda. So you are either a dog owner or you have like an how do you say that? I don't know the English word.
Daycare for the dogs.
Yeah, well, laundry, yeah, also, but
it's very funny that there is. So it's
there is
not
even
funny, but it surprises me.
Yes, it is. We even have daycares for the dogs, but I wanted to say like orphan houses. Yeah, that's not maybe the good word, but like if a dog got found on the street, we have like special places where they are, how do you say that? Where they live then. And then, for example, you can find a dog orphan's house and then you can adopt a dog, for example. I don't know the English word, but yeah, it's like an orphan's house, but then for dogs, and you can adopt a dog from there. And that happens a lot, but you have also special programs that they create a special kind of dog So people can have that dog, like that special kind, but that is more expensive. But then you have that one cute dog or whatever. But yeah, we have a lot of dogs, but yeah, also kids. But I think in the Netherlands it's, I don't know what like a common number in Uganda is for kids, like for a family.
We don't have the what? I forgot. You can have as many as you can manage.
Yeah, I know, but I mean there is in the Netherlands you can also have as many as you want, but or if you can. But in the Netherlands it's more common to have 2 or maybe 3 kids nowadays, and of course there are people with 5 kids or with none kids or with 1, or the amount depends of course, but the most common number in the Netherlands nowadays is like 2 or 3.
I don't think we have the common number. Maybe I could say 4. Normally 4 or 5. I think around 4. I think 4, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Yeah, so those are some of my expectations that I had before coming. It's the challenge is I have a lot of culture shock.
What was your biggest culture
You know,
shock?
like culture shock.
Yes.
Mixing it with the expectations. Yes.
I was wondering, just to come back a little bit about the climate, I was wondering what did you expect to be the climate, since you were so in shock that it was cold but also like dark soon?
Well, I did not, because it was my first experience, my first time. I've never been in winter. And I didn't know that it gets dark sooner or it gets lighter late.
Yeah, because
You
for
know,
people who don't know, in Uganda the sun set and rise at 7.
Yeah, sometimes at 6:30 or 6:45, and then it goes at 7 or it's 7 probably.
Yeah, it's most of the time you have 12 hours sun and 12 hours darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I came here the first time, and I didn't realize so much because I reached in the morning, so I didn't realize about morning. It was already a little bit bright. But then I eat lunch at midday, and then I had to go back at 4 p.m. to eat dinner, thinking that it's already too late because it was dark. So I looking at the time, it's 4 hours. Disappointed in myself. Yeah, but it happens. It was and it was a good experience.
And now it gets
And then
lighter.
the next day, not the next day, because the next day we had to fly to Switzerland, so I didn't get to know about the weather. But after coming back from
sorry
the
for
Switzerland,
interrupt you again, but maybe it's also good to tell you the reason why you flew to Switzerland was because we joined a TV program.
yes,
Not that it's really
They already
common
know.
for me to fly first to the Netherlands and then to Switzerland. No, it was a TV program that we joined. But sorry, you can continue.
Now I was saying after I came back to Switzerland, then that's when I realized the weather so much of the Netherlands. Yeah.
But what do you think of the climate nowadays? Because it starts to becoming spring.
No, it is way better. Not way better, it's really nice, I should say. Yeah, I like it when it's sunny and windy. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the sun is up earlier and it sets later. Because that's what's happening in the Netherlands. Like, it's in the summer times you have like longer days and shorter nights. And in the winter you have short days and long dark nights. Which is why I don't like the winter.
That's true.
Do you have any maybe advice or something when someone is listening now and wants to go to the Netherlands, like, oh, don't forget this or be prepared for?
Well, depending when he wants to travel. So I cannot just say be prepared, get this and this and this. But if you're planning to travel to Netherlands, it's just be prepared for the culture shock one if you have never been here, and then also being social. Being social, people are very free. When you ask, they can always talk to you. If you don't know where to go, if you don't know the system, it is a free country. Yeah.
So you feel comfortable enough to ask people for the way and stuff?
Yeah. They are very okay. They are very okay.
But don't ask them about their private lives because they don't tell you.
No.
No, but it's indeed the Dutch. It's a really self-centered culture. I agree.
Yeah, so that was some of my expectations as well.
Yeah, thanks for sharing with me and with the listeners or viewers.
Yeah, so you should stay on, keep on watching, and our next topic will be out as well. We shall let you know very soon.
Yeah, next week a new podcast.
Yeah.
So
So
thanks.
stay tuned. Thank you.
Please
And
subscribe.
Yeah.
And
Share and like.
yes, and see you next week.
See you.
Bye bye.